You're on?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, bro. Thanks for being on another episode of the Dior Kezimana podcast. We'll do a quick one because got up a little later. It was my fault, and my homie Sam gotta go to the pub. Gotta go to the pub with his boys in Wales. Uh, yeah. How was Wales? How was Wales so far, man? Before we go ahead, having a great time there.
Oh yeah, it's great, man. It's great out here. Love the pub culture and been to a lot of football games, like I was telling you, but joined the Cardiff City Supporters Club. So I've been to a bunch of away days. Went to
Oh,
three
sick.
three of them
I don't think I did that actually.
with my friends. Yeah, so we went to Millwall to see a game. That was awesome. Went to Watford. They won that one nothing, and then Um, yeah, went to Bristol as well for a Derby day, which they also won one nothing. So pretty fortunate there. So yeah, it's been a good year of football and school, and yeah, I'm loving it over here, man. Glad to be back on the podcast too.
Yeah, fantastic. I haven't been able to get many guests as I'm still taking care of my health, which is great. Almost there, almost back where it was. A lot of eating healthy, man. A lot of exercising. Yeah, I'll be good. Just patience and gotta keep praying the Lord. Gotta keep praying God, and I'll be good. But
For
yeah,
sure.
so let's go ahead. Tomorrow big day in England, bro. Tomorrow big day in England. What do you predict? Do you see? I don't hate Manchester City, okay? I don't want to start any beef or whatever. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't want Manchester City to win it 4 times in a row. Even Manchester United didn't do it. That's the only problem. Do you see West Ham possibly stopping Manchester City? They got quality. They got Marco Antonio. They got World Prowse. I think will play in the Euros.
Mhm.
Big year for World Prowse. I
Yeah.
didn't like he left Southampton. It makes sense. He wanted to stay in the Premiership, which so makes sense. But yeah. Do you see West Ham stopping them? Do you see possibly Arsenal getting the title? I'm a Chelsea fan, so I don't really want Arsenal to win it, but I'd rather see them win than City winning it again. Like it's too much.
Yeah. I just it's tough because I mean West Ham only needs a draw for Arsenal to win. If Arsenal wins, West Ham draws, they'll beat them on
Yeah,
the goal difference. So they
right.
need. But I think knowing that like Man City's gonna come out firing, they've just been like absolutely locked in the past couple weeks. Ever since Liverpool kind of slipped up, Man City's just taken taken the league by storm. So they have all the experience too. I don't think Pep's gonna let it slip away. De Bruyne, Holland, expecting big games from them. They're at home
Yeah,
too. If it was West Ham was at home in London, they might have a chance, but it's going to be tough for them going into that environment, knowing that Man City can celebrate at home. So I expect Man City to win, thinking like a 3-1 victory. I think it's going to be 2 nothing, and then West Ham might score one or Man City might score another one, but it's going to be I'm thinking like a 3-1 victory for them, and yeah, they'll get their fourth title in the past couple of years. So yeah, how do you see it unfolding?
if I'm being honest, I think Manchester City will win,
Yeah.
but it's tough, man. If I'm being honest, I think probably no. If I say that, then I think they have a bigger chance. I'm going to say West Ham to make one of the biggest upsets in the Premiership history and beat Manchester City 1-0.
Beat them 1-0. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Wow, that's a bold.
West Ham is not. It's not the West Ham that. What place is West Ham? Let me. Can you mind taking a quick look on the table? I think
Yeah, I'll
last
pull it up.
place is
I
Luton
think
Town.
I think they're last place was Sheffield by quite a bit. I think West Ham's middle of the table. They're not, yeah,
Yeah,
ninth.
Silver Sheffield. Yeah,
Yeah, so they're ninth place. Their last 5 games, they beat Luton Town in their last game. They lost to Chelsea 5-0 the game before that. They did draw against Liverpool at home. If you remember that game when I was watching that game when Salah was didn't get on until later in the game and he kind of had the clash with Klopp.
yeah.
Um,
No player is bigger than the club. I was surprised that did that. He knows that no player is bigger than the club.
yeah, that was just kind of a big
Disappointing, but I guess it happens.
But yeah, so I mean, if they can draw Liverpool, that was at home. They you never know, they could do something. And they also drew Bayer Leverkusen as well in the Europa League um on the 18th. So yeah, you never know. They could show up, but Man City's just been in top form. They haven't lost a game in a while, so I
I
can't really.
just feel like I feel like there's something in the air. No club is going to win it 4 times in a row in England. It's not going to be Manchester City. I think Manchester City could win, but I'm saying that there'll be an upset. There'll be an upset.
Yeah,
I'm thinking West Ham is going to win that game.
that's
But that's probably because that's what I'm hoping. Maybe I'm not being honest here.
so
Usually I'm honest. I cannot be honest on this one. But
I
look, I
expect
like Manchester. I like Manchester City. If they win, I have to accept it and congratulate them. But I hope they don't because 4 times in a row is too much. It's a It shouldn't happen in England. I'm surprised. I'm disappointed in these clubs that to let City get here. They wouldn't let go. Manchester City wouldn't let go, and even when there was a gap, they closed
yeah.
the gap. And we
Even
saw how Liverpool, unfortunately, your club, how they surprisingly fell short.
mm,
Had a couple surprising results. I think there was didn't they lose some game at home to a small club?
yeah, they lost.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Crystal Palace. I think it was 3-0 or something. It was even worse than that. Yeah, as far as the season, like I think it was a good year. It's just the way it ended was very disappointing. Yeah, they lost, yeah, 1-0 to Crystal Palace. And then
Yeah,
oh sorry, it was 3-0 to Atalanta in the Europa League, which was just yeah, an embarrassing loss there. So
yeah. The Atalanta game was pretty weird. It's the end of the season is it's unfortunate. I was hoping if Arsenal don't win, then maybe Klopp could get his title before he leaves the club. It's a sad one. I mean, I gotta be honest. Even as a Chelsea fan, um, Klopp living Liverpool with everything he achieved there, and them winning the first Premiership for the first time in so many years, and that Champions League triumph in 2019.
yeah.
No, it's a sad one, man. It's a sad one, but
Yeah, tough way to
I
go.
guess he couldn't stay there forever, and I think
Yeah.
maybe he wants to try and maybe wants to go back to coach in Germany. That's his home country, which makes sense.
I think
But to go back on the Premiership, what is your top four prediction? So you predict Manchester City first and Arsenal second
yeah,
and Liverpool third, yeah, of course. And
Liverpool.
Villa, Tottenham fans who 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 dislike Arsenal so bad that they were okay to miss out on the Champions League
Yeah, and
than seeing Arsenal win. That's what do you think about that, bro?
I thought it was ridiculous. You saw like Ange when he can't pronounce his last name that well. But yeah, Ange was like yelling at the fans. He's like because they're telling
Yeah,
him to basically throw the game. He's like, "No, we're not doing that." And it's the right thing to like I'd be mad too. Like we're out there trying to it's not like the season's over by any means. Like they win
yeah,
that game, they're two back of Villa. And then they win in the last week, like they're playing Sheffield United. That's a pretty easy win. Like they win that game. And then I forget who Villa's playing Crystal Palace on the road. So like they could have lost that game and then like Spurs make Champions League. So I yeah, it doesn't it kind of makes sense though because it is such a big rivalry that they were like kind of the fans were rooting against them, but yeah, it was disappointing to see and yeah, hopefully the Spurs come back better last next year because I know that the start to this year they started really well. So yeah, and then
yeah. Villa, the big. Maybe we could talk a little quick about and Villa. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to
yeah.
interrupt you there.
But yeah, no. So I think yeah, Tottenham's probably gonna yeah win the last game. Did you watch that Man City game when Son had that chance in the 86th minute?
No, I'm gonna be honest, bro. That game I watched it till Manchester City scored the first goal, and I got sick of it.
Uh,
My head hurt when they scored, man. I just went for a walk. I went to play to shoot some free kick or something, man. I just
you're like,
bro,
oh,
I don't dislike Manchester City just too much. I don't want to see them winning every year. The
yeah,
Premier League is competitive enough to stop them. Like man, some clubs disappointed. Chelsea, my club. uh, which surprisingly they're in sixth place now. I still can't believe what I'm saying. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. But the frustration is, Sam, why didn't they do this months before so they
Yeah.
can be in the Champions League, man?
Yeah, where was this when they like I'm pretty sure they drew against Luton Town at some point. Um, like where was this then? And it's good to see though, like Cole Palmer and like there's some really good young players there.
Yeah, no, Palmer has been
On the field,
consistent
yeah.
this season, but other
Yeah.
ones, the other guys, they didn't step up most of the season. No,
Yeah.
Palmer, like I didn't know Palmer was that good. Like Palmer, I liked him at Manchester City, right?
Yeah.
But what he's doing at Chelsea is just exceptional. He's been phenomenal this season, man. He's scoring goals, assists, some
Yeah.
fantastic goals as well, free kick,
Yeah,
long
22
range
goals this year. Like he's
goals.
only behind Holland in goals. 22. Like he's
And
had
Haaland has
27.
wow. Okay, no, you gotta go soon. So let's. So you're gonna your top four prediction is if I'm getting this right, Manchester City first, Arsenal second, Liverpool third, and Aston Villa fourth.
Yeah, it's Champions League. And then if Spurs lose and Chelsea wins, Chelsea can get the Europa League spot. But I think that's unlikely because the Spurs are playing
No,
Sheffield.
but Sam, I think if Manchester City beat Manchester United in the FA Cup, Chelsea get Europa League.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
because
I think that's what I heard. I think that's what I heard. But I think I find it ridiculous that you can finish sixth place and now automatically qualify for the Europa League in England.
so
So
interesting. So does that open up another Champions League spot too, or is it just Europa?
no, just Europa League. If I'm right. But
Interesting. Yeah, I
what
didn't
was
know.
I going to ask? Tottenham beat Manchester City and they won last game. I think Villa could have slipped up and a chance for Tottenham to play in the Champions League. But these guys,
Yeah.
Tottenham disappointed me. You cannot dislike a team that much that you would rather like hurt your own ambitions.
Yeah. If they were out of it, it's a different story. But yeah, the fact they're still in it, like it's yeah. Yeah, can't respect that. But yeah, man. Anyways, I gotta get going soon. But next weekend we could break down we got the FA Cup final. So Manchester Derby, we could talk about that on
Yeah,
the
I can do my prediction real quick before we end. Mine is Arsenal first, Manchester
yeah,
City second, Liverpool third, and Aston Villa fourth. And
Aston Villa.
congrats to Aston Villa, by the way, for that Champions League finish.
Oh, heck of a season. Ollie Watkins this year has been unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah,
Real treat to watch, yeah.
yeah. Watkins has been fantastic. Yeah, thanks for
No,
being a guest today, and yeah, have a good day, bro. And we can talk. We should do Champions League maybe a week or two before, though.
yeah.
Too. But next week is Championship. We talk Premier League and Championship, I guess.
Yeah, we got championship final. We got Leeds and Southampton at where is it? At Wembley. So that'll be break down that and then break down Man City, Man United. So yeah, we're gonna have those are two great matches too. So we'll have some good predictions for those. But yeah, man, anyways, have a good night and yeah, we'll